Good morning, friends and neighbors. This is another one of those concepts videos, right? About noisemakers and SIGINT. What the heck is SIGINT? So, first about the noisemakers. Noise is the background, the other sounds around you. Noise can be an explosion, very loud, or it can just be this subtle thing that is what it is. It can be a distraction from what the conversation is supposed to be about. This noise. It can be introduced in so many ways. It's amazing to consider. Noise, signal to noise. What is noise? I know the hummingbirds are here because I can hear their wings beating. That's a signal. It's not noise. Well, maybe if there were a lot of hummingbirds. But in the background here we have traffic noise. Tires rolling over concrete or pavement. And there's a highway not too far away that is a constant rush, constant background noise. And to some it's rather annoying. It might be why more people stay inside than out, because there's a highway nearby. That's a background noise. To find a signal in that noise takes a little bit more attention, a little bit more perception of what's going on around you. Noisemakers can come in a lot of different shapes and forms and fashions. They're distractions from what's going on in the world, right? Or they're information that you should ought to know about from one perspective or the other. And all this can overwhelm you. So you have to be able to focus on what's real and what's important. But that constant background noise, the other threads of the conversations happening, make it challenging or interesting to find out what is real. Now the hummingbirds don't like this camera. They're much more elusive, much shyer and it seems hard to train them to get comfortable with it because I don't sit still that long. So signal to noise ratios. This can be in our media. This is in our media. You can see it and you can smell it, the noise being created out there. But conversations and debates, some considered long settled and done, right? What is the noise? Who makes the noise? What is noise anyway? Can you create visual noise? I don't know. Yeah, I think you can. I know you can, right? I wish I could catch the hummingbirds for you. There's probably about 5 or 6 that come and go. So the second thing, that SIGINT term, thought, notion, idea, concept. You can go a few ways with that term. What those two initials mean. Signal. Intelligence is the overall thing in there, right? Signal integration. Signal interrogation. So, signal intelligence. This goes back to radio. Where does noise come in there in that radio conversation? Well, you've listened to AM and FM radio or heard the static, had to change the channel because you couldn't quite get that channel anymore. That signal to noise ratio, that signal intelligence. There's people that spend a career just listening to signals. In electronics, this is a huge field, but you take it for granted. Your internet works, right? What happens when your internet gets noisy, gets slow or bogged down? Sometimes it recovers quick, and sometimes you have to go reset things, right? The problem was a signal somewhere, some noise somewhere in the lines. Good source of noise is evangelism. Overselling your product ad nauseum simply because you have the fortunes and the money to do it. That's signal. That's signaling. Some would argue it's noise. It disrupts from the conversations that should be being had. Are tactical nuclear weapons necessary? Do you think the spending on tactical nuclear weapons, the billions of dollars going into this, the same related research for safety and security reasons that goes into nuclear commercial research, that goes into medical research, and somewhere in the background, somewhere among this noise, people are considering that. Somewhere among this noise, the United Nations, a global treaty organization, is going to decide whether to mine the deep oceans. The planet, nature itself, is giving us hints, hard hints about the effects of long-term pollution, systemic things in our society that either get dealt with or cause wars, which isn't dealing with it, it's postponing it. So here we are, signal intelligence, signal to noise ratio, and the noisemakers presented poorly. Might be a nice day to go for a bike ride. We'll see. Pieces out. Think about it and vote. That don't sound like a good answer, does it?